Happy New Year, everyone. 2021 is behind us. 2022 is in the future. It is now. It's what's happening. I hope you all had a great 2021 and are excited to inch yourself closer and closer to the person you wish to become. Now, it's freezing out here. It's cold. And it is minus 24. So if you're in LA or if you're in anywhere hotter than minus 24, I envy you at the moment. But I feel bad for my mom. She's holding the camera behind me right now, and her hands are probably freezing.
It's cold.
What the hell are you talking about?
It's nice to be back inside where it's not minus 24. Honestly, I don't know why people go outside in the cold when it's like that. It was like minus 30 with wind chill. The snow was blowing sideways. That's no fun. My mom was just on a cross-country ski. You'd think she would have learned from last night, but she comes in and her hands are freezing cold. I mean, I respect her. She's getting out, exercising, but that's just not at all for me. But what is for me is looking ahead to the year on New Year's Day. I absolutely love this day to just hunker down, relax, spend some time with family, playing games, watching movies, writing down New Year's resolutions, goal setting. Although, looking back to goal setting and resolutions, I find that typically I don't follow through on them, and I don't think I'm alone in saying that. If I asked the majority of you what your word of the year was for 2021, or your resolution, or your goals, I feel like, unfortunately, the majority of us lack the discipline to stay the course over and over and over. And I say we lack the discipline, but I think it's we lack the proper systems. And the systems in place that I feel are most effective and something that I'm going to implement going ahead in 2022 is habit setting instead of goal setting.
Oh my God.
And there's a few reasons for this. Number one is it just causes you to show up consistently. That's the goal. The goal isn't achieving this big, massive vision. I'm all for vision and objectives, but I like to view them as milestones rather than goals. The goal is to continually take action and to master the habit of showing up. The second reason is I find that goals typically, after you've achieved them, you ever find you have that big goal, you finally break through. It's like when the team finally wins the championship and then they just kind of completely peter out, they lose momentum. And that's because goals are results driven, whereas habits are process driven. So I have 4 habits I've set, and they all kind of help build me into the person I wish to be. How did I come up with these 4 habits? Well, this past year I read The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. And in this book, he talks about, in the second habit, it's called Begin with the End in Mind. So that means to literally look ahead to your funeral. Who's all there? What are they saying about you? What's your legacy? What impact did you have on the world? What career did you have? What relationships did you foster? Where did you live? All of these things you think about when you look ahead to the inevitable passing of you. And we all want to live amazing lives, but a lot of us go through the motions without thinking ahead to who we want to be. So I've thought ahead, and that ties into my 4 habits which I've created. Habit number 1 is I've written out a mission statement that kind of outlines who I wish to become as a person. This has my values, what I believe, my why of Awaken Your Potential. That's another great read by Simon Sinek called Start With Why. That's habit number 1. I want to read that every single day when I wake up and every single day before I go to bed. And it just helps, by reading it, it helps to plant in my mind thoughts that align with my vision for myself, and it just positively influences how I perceive everything. So that's number 1, is reading my mission statement aloud. Number 2 is to read daily. And I don't agree with people when they're like, oh, the learning stops once you finish university and high school. The people who progress the most are the people who read the most. And reading expands your mind. It helps make you into a better version of yourself, because in books, there's decades of knowledge from authors, and you can literally consume that in a day or a week or a month. And whatever it is. So if I get in the habit of reading every day, it just expands my mind and makes me sharper and offers different perspectives. And I try to read things that sometimes clash with what I believe to try to maybe change and rethink about the world. So that's habit number 2, is reading daily. Habit number 3 is stretching daily. And exercise is something that I practice. It's something that I like to do routinely. Of course, you feel better physically when you do it, but for me, it's how you feel mentally. And our thoughts are the most important thing. Our mind is the most powerful tool in the world. And I just try to influence that by stretching. I know I don't enjoy stretching necessarily, but I'm more inclined to exercise when I practice the habit of stretching. So habit number 4 is to work on AYP daily. So AYP is anything that is filming, like right now, editing, writing articles, posting on social medias, anything that helps boost this brand and these productions and everything that I'm doing, everything that helps advance my subscriber count, and most importantly, the message and the impact I hope to have on you of awakening our potential. And I believe we all have this potential within us, and it's my life's work to help us all uncover that potential and then fiercely take action on it. So as I've said in the past, the 4 topics I like to delve into are: number 1, perspective, changing how you think about the world, reframing. Number 2 is taking action. I talk about showing up, and that's what the New Year's resolutions I have are all habits, because it falls into taking action and showing up. Number 3 is awakening our potential, helping you see that you have a potential within you that is waiting to be untapped. And then number 4, I love book summaries. I like to read lots of books, and to me it helps me consume and understand the knowledge a bit better if I write it down into summaries. So I'd like to share the key takeaways from the most impactful books with you. So my challenge to you is to first look ahead, practice habit number 2 with begin with the end in mind. Look ahead to the person you want to become. Who is that person? Get to know the person in the mirror. You're Sam? I'm Sam. You like Nickelback? I like Nickelback too. What are the chances? What are the chances? And then from there, create just one discipline. I have 4, and 4 is a good number. I find often with goal setting, when we start something new, we try to do too much too fast. And by having just 1, 2, 3, or 4, that's good. If you have like 40 habits, you just kind of lose depth on all of them, and you kind of lose efficiency with all of them. So by just having 4 or 1 or whatever, have a number that you can commit to, and commit to every single day in 2022. There's going to be days when you miss. There's going to be days when your habits don't go as well as you had hoped, and that's okay. That's going to happen, but it's not an all or nothing thing. It's just to, as James Clear says in Atomic Habits, we want our habits to be 2 minutes or less. So you want our habits to be like, when I read, I'm not trying to read for 45 minutes. I'm just trying to get down, and as soon as I open the book and start to read, I get to tick off that habit in my habit tracker. With AYP, with writing articles, if I just sit down and open my laptop, I reward the habit. But if you try to bite off more than you can chew, it's just going to lead to a lack of discipline long term. And unfortunately, that's the norm for a lot of us. So James Clear also had a great quote in the book. I'm going to paraphrase. I can't quite exactly remember. Where he says, "A missed habit once is an accident, but a missed habit 2 days in a row becomes a new habit." So by maintaining discipline and just showing up for our habits, practicing the 2-minute rule, and creating these habits by looking ahead to our future, we can make 2022 our best year yet. I am so excited for this year. I have so many content ideas. I want to hear from you, what you want to hear me talk about, if you have any feedback, any suggestions, any ways that I can make this viewer experience better for you. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. like this video, share it with someone who you feel would also get impact from this message I'm sending out there. And I just really want to connect with you more in 2022 so that we can all just become the best versions of ourselves possible. Happy New Year, everyone. The first video, truthfully, was the 9 p.m. fireworks. Now it's officially 2022. Let's use the momentum from the end of the year to have a great year going ahead. Thank you so much for all your support, and I can't wait to keep bringing these videos to you. See you guys very soon.